Okay, took a long one in queue. I'm watching the daily suspension block. These levels are not for the suspension block, but I'm watching to see if we can explore the upper half of the suspension block. Now, this gradient levels are for the Wednesday to Thursday opening range gap. Those are the gradient levels. I'm watching the 3/4 level for 0.75%. 75% level. Uh, I'm not expecting a lot from it today because we have FOMC tomorrow. So I don't want to press it hard. And thus I've reduced my frequency to like 1 micro. I've been trading with 1 micro lately. And this is like the earliest trade I've ever taken inside the opening range. That's like 4 minutes or so after the opening bell. Little bit of heat, any bit of heat, draw down. We have 10 a.m. news. That's one of the reasons why I took this trade, because number one is that I'm watching the daily suspension block. If you can explore the upper half of it, and that will also be the buy side of the curve, the manipulation leg, right before it can roll over to today's opening range gap, which is that gap right over there. It's open. It hasn't traded much into it. I think it has traded like 25% of it. I'm watching that, but I think that will offer a good silver bullet. But I'm watching for the buy side of the curve. Looking at the suspension block, the daily suspension block. I'm gonna close this trade right before the news, the 10 a.m. news. Looking at the ES, pretty much the same thing. Want to see speed and momentum to the upside. There I'm watching that down close candle. I'm watching to see if it can support price higher. And again, if we're in a bullish program, down close candles should support price higher. There, I just trimmed my stop, trailed my stop just below, on the low actually, of the first presentation for value gap. back inside the first presentation fair value gap, just hit the high. So stagnant, doesn't want to move. The ears is a bit animated to the upside. I'm watching the consequential encouragement of the first presentation fair value gap. Ideally, I do not want to see any body closure below the consequential encouragement. On the lower half of the first presentation fair value gap, actually, I do not want to see any body closure below that. We should start moving. It's taking too long, but I'm not too mad at it, because again we have FOMC tomorrow, so price might be held in a range until tomorrow, where they can cause a lot of carnage. I want to see if we can get speed and momentum above that recent high. I want to see strong closure above it. Well, this is not a paper account actually. This is a funded account. We have low volume. Oh, price is stuck in a range, especially this week because we're in rollover. So we'll be moving from the, we'll be rolling from the March contract to June delivery contract. So I'm not surprised by all of this. Watching those highs, I want to see speed and momentum above. I want to see a strong closure above those highs. And again, I want to close this trade before the news get released. just hit the high of the first presentation for value gap one more time. There you go. And there I'm trailing my stop just below the consequential encouragement of the first presentation for value gap. I'm watching how we're gonna close above the 50% level of the Wednesday to Thursday opening range gap, which is 24,869 and 3/4. Trailing my stop below those lows there, cutting the risk. I'm reducing the risk. Right there, I'm highlighting how I like the body closure above that 50% level, and I'm completely removing the risk. A break even right there. So this is now a risk-free trade. Keeping in mind, I'm watching the news, so I want to get out before these news are released. It's raining. And there, I'm looking in a little bit more. So I'm trailing my stop just below that BC. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And I've closed that trade right there. And there goes the execution marks. Sure. So this is the only trade I took today. And that's about it. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next trade.